You're watching Cheery TV.
Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Can We Cook It? The show where I try to cook it. And cook it's in VR, of course. Last time, we made some pizza. Last week we made pizza, and it turned out so phenomenally that I'm already ready to get back into the kitchen for something a little bit more simple, a little bit more fun, and a little bit more wholesome for the whole family. That's right, mac and cheese, ladies and gentlemen. We've got pastas. They make pastas here. However, they never really mentioned making any mac and cheese. So, mac and cheese. Can we cook it? Let's get started. We got the fusilli, we got the penne, a whole bunch of delicious stuff. And now I'm going to show you two different ways to make mac and cheese. So we can show you using these two different types of pastas. We're going to make one traditional. We're going to use the fusilli to make a nice traditional mac and cheese. And I'm going to show you my secret family recipe, penne mac and cheese. It's going to be delicious. We're going to have two different dishes going at once. It's going to be great. But first step to any sort of cooking, except for pizza, of course, is boiling some water. So let's get some pots of water on the stove. Where are our pots? There are our pots. Let's get some water in these and let's get them cooking. Let the water boil. I believe this one? I think so. Boy, I hope so. You the right one? It doesn't look like it's cooking, but I imagine it's getting somewhere. So now we just want to add the pasta in. We want to make sure this is all nice and boiled. This is a very, very straightforward. This is going to be really good. Again, this is traditional. Traditional's okay. It's not bad. I just think there's better recipes out there. That's it. That's it. We could maybe feed, like, family of squirrels with that. Can we get some more pasta in the kitchen, please? We got more pasta. Here we go. So we have the fusilli. Oh. Throw the tablet across the table. Yeah, that's not food. We need to worry about that. So let's just get all this in here. Oh, watch out. Just get all this goodness going into the pot. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. I think 3 might be okay. 3 is okay. Get out of here. So we have our pasta cooking now. Let's get our penne pasta going now. Let's get one more in there. And then we can get started with collecting the cheeses for today. And that's where things really start to differ. Let's pop open our beautiful fridge. We've seen this last episode. It's nothing too special. However, what is special, of course, is our bucket. We need to have a traditional bucket and a special bucket. So let me grab Mr. Special Bucket right over there. Very standard, traditional mac and cheese. Cheddar cheese, obviously, to go to. Really nothing else. Just get a bunch of cheddar cheese in there. Have a good time with it. Really just savor the flavor. If you're really crazy, you can add a little bit of blue cheese on top. But again, this is the most traditional mac and cheese we're going with, so just overdose this fucking thing with cheese. We don't want meat. No meat in this mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. Cheese. That's not cheese. We've tampered the whole bucket. Throw it out. Start over. See you guys soon. It's a cheese getting montage. Gotta get all the cheese in the bucket. It's cheese montage. We got lots of cheese in this bucket now. So there we go. We have our traditional. Some of it's starting to stick. I think it's just because it's getting warmer when you're out of the fridge. And now we got to get our specialty bucket ready. And this specialty bucket is very special. Obviously, cheddar. Very important. We're going to do, let's say, 6 parts cheddar. But then you also want to go into this shelf right here and grab a cherry. I'm lying to you, idiot. We're going to get 6 parts mozzarella. For a nice family recipe, you go all out. So we have 6 parts mozzarella, 6 parts cheddar, and then we just have the cheddar monster over here for the traditional style. Now, one would think we're ready to begin adding the cheese and all that jazz. But you'd be dead wrong. Because again, we're special. Everyone in my family loves mac and cheese, but they love it even more made mama's way. And if we can just go grab some more stuff with our specialty bucket, what are we adding? Quite similar to last episode, we're grabbing some tomatoes. We're grabbing 6 tomatoes. Because that is going to be the base, sort of, for our dish. Mac and cheese with tomato soup, preferably. So let's also just get our dishes ready. Nice deep plates. I use bigger deep plates. Hold on. Nope, that's a pizza. There was a pizza plate the whole time. What a fool. We can also get bowls. What's the bowl look like? What do you think's gonna hold more stuff? Which one do you think hold more stuff? I kind of like. I don't think I could put it. We'll go try both. We'll try both. Whoa! I thought that would break it. Okay, here we go. All right, it's fine. We just try it again. If at first you don't succeed, am I right? Get our dishes ready, because this is going to be some of the most delicious mac and cheese the world's ever fucking seen. Many different plating methods, many different styles of mac and cheese. We are going to definitively prove what the best mac and cheese is. So we can look at the pot of water here, and we can see the penne is nice and red, nice and cooked. How about the fusilli? Fusilli, not quite there yet. Surprise! Oh no, some of it's cooked. It's a little bit of a weird situation going on with the penne. Grab our dishes, and let's go to the strainer. Now, how does one strain water in this game? Well, let me tell you, you could go for the traditional route. Just scoop out the water. Try to break through the mound of pasta. There we go, we got some. Very nice. We can also just pour, I guess. We're just gonna pour it. Get all that water out of there. About a liter. There we go. So now we have our pasta noodles ready for 1 and for 2. Came out a lot more fluid and nice with the penne because there's already those holes, so there's more room for water to go through. The aquaphoricity, the porosity of these noodles is way more than this one, so that's already a plus for the penne pasta. So it's a plus for Mama's delicious recipe. We need to make ourselves the cheese, the goodness. So let's start with the traditional. It's always more like a sauce with mac and cheese. So we're just gonna dump it all right into there. We want to make sure we get every last crumb of this stuff in there. So hold on, let's turn it on, and then we're just gonna ram it. And this is gonna be a very Kraft mac and cheese, and Kraft loves their cheddar. There we go, absolutely delicious. About, you know what, half is good. Half is okay. I don't feel like getting more cheese. So we now have our cheese sauce ready for the mac and cheese for that side. However, we still have a little bit more steps to do before we can add the cheese to our penne here. Also into a blender. We're going to get our tablet back. We need more blender mixes. Blendy, please. So it is. Oh, there's a colander. Oh. You learn something new every day. Alright, so there we go. We have our extra blender. Now let's get our tomatoes in there. Because again, we want to make a nice little tomato soup. Again, not a sauce. We're not going for a sauce. We're going for a soup. And sometimes my mama would put some of these in there. You get the tomato soup with basil. So let's actually hunt for the basil. Dill, chives, cilantro. Fucking hate cilantro. No one should ever use cilantro in anything they do. Basil? Basil leaf. Nice little 4-leaf clover. We're going to chuck that in there too. Cheat, get out of the way. I just want the tomato. Let's knock the basil in there. Very nice. Now it's really going to incorporate itself thoroughly. 5 and 6. One that puppy. There we go. So now we have our tomato soup. And no, you're thinking we're just making tomatoes. We're just making fucking spaghetti at this point, but you're fucking wrong. This is still Christmas music. There we go. Nice jazzy kitchen into the second half. So again, we want to chuck this right on to the burner. Let that incorporate into the noodles, and then we'll get back to that. So we have our cheese. I mean, this is pretty much done, right? Because again, if you follow box mac and cheese rules, you kind of just dump it. Dump it all nice and in there. And then you just you serve it, really. That's all you really do. We're just going to try to serve this as expertly and delicately as we can. We're going to lose some along the way, but that's okay. It's very important that we just maintain as much of the cheese sauce as possible. And one more nice helping of it. There we go. Perfect. And then we just want to get some in the bowl as well. Because again, we're trying to also judge presentation here. Bowl, it definitely looks more filled in the bowl. I will say that. I think the bowl is where it's at for mac and cheese, ladies and gentlemen. Very big surprise there. We're a little bit overboard in there, but honestly, that's what everyone's here for. So I got some more in there, and then just kind of dump the rest into there just to make it feel good. And then the rest of this can go into the void. Everyone loves the void, right? Hey, void, how's it going? Bottoms up, eat up good. Traditional mac and cheese, pretty much done. You grab yourself a spoon, or in this case a knife, because I don't think we have forks, and we just eat up. We're going to let that sit for a little bit, which is a downside to that. You have less things to do, so it's going to be done sooner, which means it's going to be cold when you're done. You're actually going to cook it. When you're going to eat it, it's going to be cold. I know what you're thinking. Now, obviously, put this in a bowl, put the cheese in, right? No. Our baking tray. Absolutely our baking tray. Absolutely. It's one of the most delicious, stupendous machine makings in the universe. And we're just going to dump this whole thing on there. We dip the sauce on there. Sauce stays in our noodles. That's delicious. Whereas the traditional requires more of a sauce, we melt our cheese onto it as it bakes. So let's grab our cheese. The cheese is gone. Here it's over there. Cheese? Okay, I thought the traditional people were sabotaging me. Slam that all in there. Yeah, we want nice little bricks of cheese. We're just going to just kind of gingerly place it along everything. That's looking good. And just get the rest of this on there. Again, we want to overload this thing with cheese. Not too much. Like, actually, we can want to keep the ratio okay. So we're just gonna grab in there and just take some chunks out. And there we go. So now, this is fine. Not all that important. We're just going to take some tomatoes. We're gonna put them in the corners. And this is a new. I'm innovating. I'm reinventing the wheel here. Because we need to get this thing in the oven without it spilling over. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take some tomatoes. We're gonna put them in the oven. Let that cook in there. Now what you could do is you could mash them up, get it simmering in there. It's gonna get infused with the tomato smell in there. How do I tell if this is cooked?
The cooking cheese montage! We got all the cheese in the pasta and it's gonna get baked. Then we're gonna eat it and we're gonna get...
It's an end of montage, because look at this beauty. It's starting to crisp up in there. That's how you know you're ready to go. And now you want to grab your hand blender. And this is where my genius is really starting to show. You just want to go wham and let it. Now you have the cooked tomatoes absorbing into the. So you're gonna get yourself a raw tomato. You're just gonna fucking. There we go. So now it's nice and absorbed in there. Everything looks delicious. You gotta get this stuff in the bowl, which I think a point to the traditional. It's a lot easier to get it in the bowl. That's because there's less good stuff going in. That mozzarella doesn't belong in there. But you know what? Give it a chance. It gives the traditional way a chance. I'm going to gently pour. There we go. See, look at that. We got some in both. That's exactly what we plan to do from the start. Spatula might be okay. Usually we grab like a big spoon, but again, this isn't as goodness. This isn't as ooey gooey goodness as you'd expect. Actually, you know what we can do? We can kind of just take a blender to some of it, not all of it. There we go. Get some of the ooey and the gooey in there. So let's just sprinkle in some there. And then get some in the bowl. It could have a bit more. Again, it's supposed to have more. I'm just bad. I'm very shaky. I don't share my recipes with everybody. I don't share my family recipes with everybody. So I'm a little nervous. But I do think that cheese is going to come out beautiful. So let's get it. There we go. Maybe even a little bit of the cheese in there. Add some niceness. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely delicious. So on the tops, we see the bowl method, and on the bottoms, we see the deep dish method. Now, I will say, deep dish looks more appetizing to me, at least now. It looks like there's more in the bowl ones, but I don't think that really translates, because if I go, I'm willing to bet, this is the pizza plate. Don't remind me! And I'm willing to bet that this does not equate to as much as it looks like. Like, I think arguably more food, but there's definitely not as much sauce. This one will be a little bit easier to judge. Dump that in there. Yeah, Mama's getting a lot more out of her bang for buck over here. Hey, Void. Adam's apple. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's fine. Honestly, who wants to eat that anyway? I do have to give the deep dish the Performance Award? The Kids' Choice Award? What's this called? Presentation Award. However, we just need to discern the tastes. So I'm gonna come on in here. I'm gonna grab this nice, juicy looking bowl. And I'm just gonna go. As we can see, it's 100% cheddar. You saw that there. There's 100%. I'll go again. So again, if you're looking for a delicious, just pure cheddar, then this I almost said tomato soup because it says soup up there. This mac and cheese is for you. However, if you want a more authentic, not only authentic, but authentic to my family, if you want to try a family recipe, there's more flavor in here than you could ever dream. Give it a nice little taste. You got tomato, mostly tomato. Again, it's a lot of tomato. There is still the cheddar. Again, you're getting most of the cheddar from the cheddar on top, actually. So if I were to just give myself a little bit of fairness in here, and just add some more, maybe some mozzarella in there also. Just I'm shredding up the pasta. This is fine. That didn't work. Does that work? I'm just gonna spill it all out. There we go. So we got some tomato. There's water. Okay, I don't know where the water came from. You get a bit of basil, you get the cheese, you get 2 different cheeses in there, each one at their own little elements, they add their own specialties, and this is just the broth. You still get all the goodness on top as well, which just so much more flavor, so much more rich, has so much more potential. Again, you can obviously modify this. I did mention the blue cheese. We don't add it to ours, but you could add it to a regular mac and cheese. You can also add bacon. Again, this the thing is though, this has already been modified. Our family recipe, if you change our family recipe, we will kill you. We will find you and we will kill you. But with traditional mac and cheese, you can experiment all you want. You can add bacon. You can add blue cheese. Bam. Cheddar, bacon, blue cheese on top. Just delicious. Add some chicken in there. Now, we're going to blend all this up, and we're going to see how this tastes. Ooh, yeah. Get the bacon in there, too. Just a little bit of bacon. Just a bacon. The bacon doesn't want to done. That's fine. Just dip my fucking face in there. I need to hold it, I think. Oh, there we go. Got a lot of chicken. More chicken than cheddar. Gorgonzola? Is that what blue cheese is? I don't know. But that's only if you're going to elevate the traditional, which again, we're not doing. So get the fuck out of the way. This is what we have to work with. So really that comes down to personal choice, really, at the end of the day. Again, 100% cheddar. You're getting cheddar from that soup. I don't know why that told me that. Did I eat it? Did it fly into my mouth at some point? I don't know. There we have it. Can we cook mac and cheese? A resounding yes, I would say. Both in the traditional sense and in the delicious, much better mama's method. See, this thing even wants the mama's method. Ding. Go out. Go out. Go out. Take it. It's for you. It's for you, sir. Maybe if I just make them order something. Let's just, fuck it. Whatever this is. Order this. Order this. This is your meal now. Enjoy. It's for you. Chicken leg with caprese salad. That's mama's mac and cheese. Hey. What the fuck? Not enough salt? Okay, well listen, there's just cheese in it. Cheddar cheese is literally it's just sodium. Olive oil? Who puts olive oil in mac and cheese? You're ridiculous. There's your mac and cheese. Enjoy. Okay, so they like them about the same. The people out there in the world like them about the same, apparently. Not of the same shit. They're insane. We cooked it. It was pretty good. I gotta clean all this up. So I guess that means I will see you all next time. See you then. Jerry TV signing off.